I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and this is an answer to the question of how to heat your inflatable pool. So why would you need to do that? Well, water coming straight out of a hose is cold, especially if it's a chillier day or the water has traveled underground for a while to get to you. Look at this, the water coming here is 55 degrees. So that's really cold. And if you jump right into that, it's going to be freezing. The bad news is there's not an easy way unless you want to fill big buckets with lukewarm water from your tap. It's one option. Get a 5-gallon bucket. You can fill one of these pools. This is probably about a 30 to 50-gallon pool. Fill it with water from your tub or from your indoor faucet where you can get a warm water instead of a cold one. So that's one option. But once you put the water in, or if you have a much bigger pool, there's not so many great ways to accomplish that. Often the easiest one is to fill the pool a couple hours in advance of when you're going to be using it and leave it in the sun. So it's a little bit shady here, but if I had a little more sunshine, set it up in a sunny spot. And again, because this is 30, 50 gallons, but the surface area is pretty big for that. Then it will definitely soak up a lot of those rays of the sun and warm up relatively quickly. The one thing there is to keep in mind is make sure if there's kids around, supervise them anytime that they're near the pool, and don't leave water in it overnight or for an extended time. The water in there can get bacterial growth, it can attract mosquitoes, and it can be a safety issue. So dump it out after every use. But if you're planning to use the pool and it's just going to be freezing like it is here, set it up a couple hours in advance, leave it out in the sun. That should be enough to get it up to a much more reasonable temperature. Or if you really just need to use it right away, get a 5-gallon bucket. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. They're made for painters usually. Fill it up with a few rounds of hot water and pour it in here to warm it up, or fill the whole pool using that warm water from your tap, and it'll be a much more swimmable temperature than that 55 that we looked at here.